So as for everyone's request, I'm making a video regarding what to do with your referral account. So this is a referral account which was made 8 days ago in order to claim for the Snow Cougar. So be advised that this video is made only for the consumption of the leisure members and should not be distributed to other guilds. Albion is a very unique game because everything you wear needs to be crafted and every material should be gathered. So it actually follows some of the rules with the real world when it comes to marketing, especially on the demand and supply. For that reason, I don't want this video to be shared in different platforms because it might be abused. So remember when someone made a video regarding farming, because when you created an account, there's a 30k focus or free 30k focus, which means that you can water 30 carrots and that's only for 30 carrots. 30 carrots seed costs 2,000 each. That's only for a profit of 120,000 for every account that is made. But what I'm about to show you is a profit of 1 million for every account made every 3 days. So that's why I don't want this to be shared. So what you need is blanks, cloth, and journals. So, and then you didn't need specs in order to craft for furnitures. So you can craft furnitures. So if you plan to make a lot of accounts, you have to make sure that you are dividing it. So some are crafting T7, some are crafting T8, some are in Fort Sterling, some are in Bridgewatch, some are in Thetford, and etc. So let's craft some furnitures. I think the best furniture so far is the table and it gives the most amount of return. So look at my estimated market value. It is 5,440,000, and then we're going to craft a T8 table. So we now have 6,187,000 as compared to the 5,440,000 before. So that's a profit of 840,000. And then it has this partial journal is not actually included in the computation. So this is around 750,000. So you can do it both in beds and both in table, and also do it in T7 and T8 furnitures. So again, when you are trying to do a lot of this one, so you should spread it throughout the cities, and please avoid sharing this because a lot of our members can actually do it. So if you don't have a premium, you can actually just made a lot of accounts, then wait for 3 days and then open that and then again craft. So you only need like 2 million capital or 3 million capital for this one. So for these journals, it is easy to sell this in bulk. And then for tables and beds, maybe you'll find it harder to sell because this is a T8 bed and T8 table, and there's actually little demand for this. You can also make repair kits if you want. So another option that you can have is looking at what your main account is gathering. So if you're gathering, for example, you're gathering fibers, then go to cloth. If you're gathering ores, then go to bars and etc. So since a lot of people are already crafting cloths, bars, and etc., go for the enchanted one. So you will only craft enchanted materials and not for the plat materials. And for more profit also, go for the enchanted materials. You don't actually need to focus on your first craft. Like I've shown you in the furniture crafting, you can actually earn 750 per day or equal to 250 per 750k per 3 days or 250k per day. So you can compare that income with this one. So when you are refining, you compare that, and if the furniture crafting is still better than focusing on your materials, then go for the furniture crafting. Once that you have enough specs, refining is actually better than the furniture crafting because the furniture crafting has low demand. But for refining, this has high demand. But another problem that you will encounter here is a lot of people are already refining materials. So if you don't want to become a refiner, you can actually become a crafter. So in a crafter, you can go for weapons. I suggest don't go for cows, robes, because we already have a lot of crafter there. What you need to do is actually upgrade 1 to T4 only. So after you upgrade it to T4, go to the block market and look into what is profitable. So you look for the weapons that are being purchased in the black market that is profitable. This is what I did to my crossbows and some of the arcane for crafting because those are hard to sell. For example, for a T4 one-shot crossbow, is there such a thing? Will it one-shot the enemy? No. So there's a little demand for T4 one-shot crossbow, and then also for T4 heavy mace, and then T4 light crossbow. There's there is a no or small demand. So if there's a small demand for the item, what you need to do is look for the market price in the black market. So for example, light crossbow. So don't go for T4 plat. Don't go for T4 plat because it's not worth it. Go for 4.1. So as you see here, 4.1 costs 8,816, something like that. And the cost is only 216 times 16 plus 285 times 8. So that's only a total of 5,736 times the return rate here in Carleon, which is 15%. So we have 4,875.60. So you can actually have profit and then speccing up your items. So if you want to follow me in crafting also these pro stuffs as what I've posted in the video regarding the exploit in the imbuer and pro stuff in crafting in our HO, you can start in the 4.1 and climb to a T8 crafting for the pro stuff. It might take a while. What I've spammed here in the black market is icicle staffs, T7 icicle staff, T6 icicle staff, 6.1 icicle staff, and etc. That's what I've been selling in the black market before. I don't know if it's still the same or it's still profitable. And then once you've crafted something that is not profitable in any market, black market and city market, then don't sell it yet, because demand and supply follows the game. So if the price is low, no one will craft the item. There are a lot of crafters that are actually computing their profits. So if they see that the items that they were previously crafting is no longer profitable, then they will stop crafting for like a month or weeks, and then the price will return to normal. So that's when you sold it. A lot of people are actually selling items when even if they know they will incur losses. So don't do that. Patience here is a virtue. So you have to wait for the price to increase, um, because if there's a lot of supply in the market, then obviously the price will go down. So you have to wait for the supplies to run out and then start crafting again. For example, for this month you are crafting pro stock. Maybe next month pro stock is no longer profitable. Then you move to another weapon. So if you're a crafter, it should be good that after you max spec what you are crafting, you should look for an alternative. So if ever the market is down, you go to your alternative. So what I do in my main account is I max spec in food. There was a time wherein the food is not profitable to craft. The enchanted food, not the plat food. That's because the increase in the price of the fish sauce. So what I did is I crafted perma at that day for 3 days only, I think. And then I waited for the price of the food to increase. So you need to have an alternative when you are crafting. So when do you make your alternative? It should be after you max spec your main crafting tree. So I think that's it for what you will do in your alt account. Happy crafting. Goodbye.